Today our topic is the MOT, a diagram of carbon monoxide. This is our topic we will explain today. First of all, we have to write the electronic configuration of carbon as well as oxygen. And here I will mention the electronic configuration of carbon as well as oxygen. As we know, carbon, its atomic number is C6. Its configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, and 2pz0. Now I will mention the electronic configuration of oxygen, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py1, and 2pz1. Now we will draw the MOT diagram of carbon monoxide. As we know, only valence shell orbitals will taking part in this process. So 2s orbital of carbon and 2s orbital of oxygen, these two atomic orbitals will undergo this process. This is the 2s orbital for the carbon, and here I am mentioning the 2s orbital for the oxygen. Here, as we know, only two atomic orbitals are taking part in this process. So two molecular orbitals are formed, in which one will be the anti-bonding molecular orbital and one will be the molecular orbital. Here, this will be the sigma 2s. As we know, S system shell overlaps head to head. So the resulting bond formed will be the sigma. This will be the sigma star 2s. And as we know, the 2s orbital of carbon contains 2 electrons. It also has 2 electrons, and electrons are filled in these molecular orbitals or anti-bonding molecular orbitals according to Aufbau principle. Here I am mentioning the electrons of these orbitals. Now I will mention the 2px orbital of carbon, and here the 2py orbital of carbon, and here the 2pz orbital of carbon. Now here I will also mention the 2px orbital of oxygen, 2py orbital of oxygen, and 2pz orbital of oxygen. Now I will mention its anti-bonding molecular orbitals, and here I will also mention its bonding molecular orbitals. This will be the sigma 2px, and this will be the sigma star 2px. Here will be the pi 2py, and this will be the pi 2pz, and this will be the pi star 2py. This will be the pi star 2pz. Now electrons will be filled in these orbitals according to its electronic configuration. As we know, the 2px orbital of carbon has only one electron, and its 2py orbital also has only one electron. Now look at the electronic configuration of oxygen. As it's clear from the picture, here you can see the 2px orbital of oxygen contains 2 electrons, and its 2py contain only one electron, and its 2pz orbital also contain only one electron. Now electrons will be filled in molecular orbitals or anti-bonding molecular orbitals according to the Aufbau principle. As we know, the one orbital can occupy maximum of 2 electrons, so we will mention 2 electrons here, and one electron should be filled in this orbital. Again, one should be filled in this orbital, because both of these orbitals have same energy. That's why I am placing one electron. Here we will also learn either the CO molecule is diamagnetic or paramagnetic in nature. As we know that if the molecule has unpaired electron in its bonding or anti-bonding molecular orbitals, it attracts the magnet or it shows some magnetic properties. Then we will call the given molecule will be diamagnetic or paramagnetic depending upon the unpaired electron in its bonding molecular orbital or in its anti-bonding molecular orbitals. It is clear from the diagram. You can see in CO molecule there is no unpaired electron in its anti-bonding molecular orbital or in its bonding molecular orbital. So this molecule shows the behavior like diamagnetic, because it has no unpaired electron in its bonding molecular orbital as well as in its anti-bonding molecular orbitals. It's clear from the picture. Here we will also find out the bond order of this molecule. As we know, the bond order is equal to the electrons in bonding molecular orbitals minus electrons in anti-bonding molecular orbitals, ABMO divided by 2. As it is clear from the picture, here you can see it has only 6 electrons in its bonding molecular orbitals, and it has no electron in its anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So here we can mention these 2 electrons, 6 electrons in its bonding molecular orbitals, and there is no electron in its anti-bonding molecular orbital. So the answer will be the 3. This is the bond order of carbon monoxide molecule. This is all about the MOT diagram of carbon monoxide, and we have also learned its nature, either it is diamagnetic or paramagnetic. It is clear from the picture.